Hey everybody, welcome back to Goodale Farm. I'm Peter. So for today's video, man, that morning sun, when it's in your face, hopefully it's not showing my age, but anyway, today's video, we got some new additions to the farm, and I'll introduce you to them, and then also some work to get them ready. So it's late September here, and there's not much time in the day. The sun rises later, sun sets earlier, so time is precious, so you need to make the best use of it. So anyway, with that, thanks for tuning in. All right, so here they are, the chicks. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My daughters have named them. I think there's a Becky, maybe like a Colonel Sanders. I think this guy is Lieutenant Weinberg. I don't know what the names are, but they're going to have a new home pretty soon. So the good news is I have some surplus lumber. This has been stored in this kind of barn outbuilding here for some time, so I'll be able to use it. I got a bunch of 2x6s here, some I think that's a 2x12. Is this? No, this is definitely a 2x12. This is 2x12 also. Some good length, so be able to put this to work. So a tough decision is, where do you put the chicken coop? So I thought about a couple places. You know, we got a wide open pasture here, close to the barn. There's electricity. We got the bee thing happening over here. No electricity though. So I think I decided we're gonna go on this side of the barn. It's close. This way you get electricity, and it gets a little bit of shelter on this side of the structure. So let's take a look. I'll plot something out there. All right, so here's the plan. I put these 4 blocks here to represent the 4 corners of the chicken coop that I plan to put it there. I did take the rototiller earlier, and I created this square, which in effect just breaks up the soil so that I could dig a trench or a hole, because the advice is you want to put chicken wire or hardware cloth a foot down so that critters can't crawl under the fence and come get your chickens. So I'll have a trench around the whole perimeter that I'll put the wire inside. I'll bury the wire, and then it will come up and create a complete enclosure so that predators can't get in. But that's the idea. Chicken coop will be on this side of the barn right here. The outside perimeter where this square is will be the I guess the coop, or the enclosed area, you know, where they'll actually stay. We'll call that the hen house. And I'm thinking, you know, something maybe 6 foot by 8 foot. I'll draw up a plan to kind of give you a sense of what I'm thinking about. All right, let me see what I got in here. I could draw up some plans. Let's see, get some paper here. You know, for those of you who have ever seen that show, that car show, Overhauling, with Chip Foose, I'm going to do my best Chip Foose impression and draw up a chicken coop and see what it looks like. All right, so I got some cardboard paper here. Let me prop this up and give it a shot. All right, here's my Chip Foose impression. All right, what I'm thinking is 6 foot base, 8 foot high wall, shed roof coming down with, let's call this a 6 foot wall here, 8 foot wall here, 6 foot base. You know, we'll come out this way. I'll probably come out 8 feet. Thinking of putting some windows here, like that. There'll be probably the chicken door over here. On the flip side of this, I'll probably have the clean out door, something you could walk into. Maybe a little vent up here, I got to mix up the colors because that's what, Chip Foose does, and he, has some like dramatic colors like this and makes it look all fancy and everything. So here's the hen house. Looks great. I think the last thing to do is just, to do the signature, Overhauling. Okay, let's get to work on this hen house. Okay, here she is. Man, that went up quick, huh? All right, guys, actually, I decided to buy instead of build. Just looking at the time and the materials and the know-how, you add all that together, it equals buy, not build. All right, so here's the coop. Brand new on the inside. We got the nesting boxes there, extra shingle, raw wood. So I'm going to put a coat of polyurethane on all the exposed floor area up around this section here. And they say the boxes too, because once the chickens come in here and they start doing their stuff, it gets nasty and you got to clean it out. And if that's raw wood, it makes it a little bit harder to clean. So, all right, let me get the poly opened up and get to town. Yeah, so on my way to getting my hay and shavings this morning, I ran by our local carpet store and picked up this remnant vinyl. It's a good 5.5 feet wide by 10-15 feet long. So the tip they provide you for a hen house or chicken coop area is to seal it with the poly so that it doesn't absorb any liquid that goes through, but then also lay down a sheet of vinyl because it just makes it easier instead of the rough plywood. If you have a sheet of vinyl on there, it just is easier to scoop up. So I'll cut this to size and then use some I think some adhesive and then a couple nails just to tack it in the corners and areas so it doesn't curl up. So I was able to pick this up for, I don't know, 20 bucks. The lady was very helpful, so able to get that. It's good quality stuff. All right, let me get that going. All right, cut the linoleum, the vinyl floor, and I put it down, tacked it down with some flathead, roofing nails. I put some adhesive in the corners, cut it so that you have a little exit there, and did another coat of the poly in some of the spots. So this is the best this coop is ever going to look, or this hen house is ever going to look, because once the chickens get in here, it's going to get nasty. That's why this floor will be helpful to be able to scrape it out. And what I did do, I created this trench. I'm going to have a fence enclosure for the chickens to run out. And well, I personally didn't dig the trench. I used the backhoe on the tractor. But today I laid these poles, set them in concrete. I'll let them set overnight. The idea is to have fencing that goes up and over so that we don't have predators like hawks or fox, anything kind of come in here, so the chickens can at least free range in this area here. Now, I know the chickens think they're entitled to a custom built coop, but you see, chickens, you live in a coop that has walls, and those walls need to be built by people with hammers. Who's going to do it? You? You, Lieutenant Weinberg? I have more responsibilities than the chickens can possibly fathom. The chickens weep for a custom-built coop, and they may curse me for buying a pre-built coop. Chickens have that luxury. They have the luxury of not knowing what I know, that buying a built coop, while tragic, saves time. And my decision to buy and not build, while grotesque and incomprehensible to them, saves time. I think about words like time, materials, and know-how. I consider these words as the backbone of a life spent enjoying something. These chickens, they use them as a punchline. All right, here's the way I broke it down. Sure, I have some materials, some lumber, but I don't have it all. And when you consider all the like bits and pieces and the parts, the hinges, the trim, the shingles, the flooring, screws, I have to buy all that. And I don't make hen houses, chicken coops for a living, so you know, the amount of time to figure stuff out, you know, the measure twice, cut once, who's got time for that, right? You know, so anyway, I looked online, saw one for sale. Hey, time is precious, especially this time of year. You don't have much daylight, so that's what I did. Now, for you do-it-yourselfers, you might be saying, "Come on, man, you could build that in 2 days." No. Everybody, that's the video for today. I'm exhausted. Mixing concrete, dealing with dirt, hauling the timbers. I've been going all day. So it's time to clean up. It's another hour's worth of work. Clean up, feed Lacey, put her away for the night. I go in, take a shower, and then collapse on my chair and watch TV. So anyway, hope you're having a great day. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.